1.
2.
Where's Tim? Squaw! Hey, Caleb.
That was weird. Hey, guys. It's good to be here.
Tim is out sick, so we have Caleb in now.
Yep.
All right.
So,
Welcome
welcome.
to the podcast.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, give us a hot take.
My hot take is that sparkling water is worse than regular water.
Why?
Because water tastes better than sparkling water, and sparkling water hurts your throat.
No, what?
And you think you're going to drink it, and you're getting like a crisp Coke Zero or like Dr. Pepper taste, and then you just don't. It's just bland and awful and just doesn't taste good.
So, like
I actually agree.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow. So,
Yes.
what about like flavored sparkling water?
It's the
That's
same
super
thing.
No, it's not.
It's not good.
No. So, I used to not like sparkling water.
In some countries, if you give them a 12-pack of sparkling water, that's like a threat to their
Oh
family.
my gosh.
What?
I was just in Guatemala and I said, can I get water? They said, do you want still or sparkling? I said sparkling, and they gave me San Pellegrino.
Wow.
Yeah, the fancy stuff. But, I mean, I used to not like sparkling water, and now I love it. I'm like, I need a seltzer water.
After Guatemala, you changed your mind?
No, it wasn't after Guatemala. I've liked it for years
Oh,
now.
Dave goes to Guatemala. Now he's cultured. Sparkling water. Oh, no.
Como están? I had a great time there.
That's awesome, man.
That's cool.
Alexis, what'd you do on spring break?
I went to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia,
Oh.
and worked on writing a Bible study.
Wow.
Kind of
Wow,
boring,
flex.
though.
That's cool. Yeah. Flex on them.
Oh.
Caleb, you were here, so.
Yeah, I just, I love Lynchburg when nobody's here.
Ward's Road, just drive down.
I can go to Walmart
Yeah.
now,
You
and
can go to Target.
I can go to Sheetz and Chick-fil-A
Starbucks,
because
yeah.
there's no traffic. And
I know
it's
you.
wonderful.
You can do whatever you
So,
want.
yeah.
But, dude, sparkling water I think is better, but it's not better than Coke Zero, of course.
Well, Coke Zero is the GOAT.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
But we were looking around. We wanted to get some Coke Zero before the show to drink, but we couldn't find it. But we have Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi. So
Okay.
I think Thomas is going to pour some out for us, and we have to decide which we like better. And so we have to decide which one is which. All right, here we go. Time hopped.
Okay, so are we doing the smaller cup first?
Yeah, let's do the small
Okay.
cup. So
Well, they're the same color.
it looks the exact same.
So I'm
One's a
going
little
in
more bubbly.
going in for the first.
You're not gonna.
Okay, that's Pepsi, 100%. The big one. Actually.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Diet Coke
I think this is Diet Coke, the big one.
does not hit like zero, but I also am going to say, hang on. Okay, Pepsi's the small cup, Coke's the big cup. Final answer.
Oh.
You agree, Alexis? Dave? Okay, you can't drink this, but you can drink sparkling water. You're crazy.
This is poison.
You're poison.
Oh God.
Okay, Thomas, what is it?
Okay, yeah, this is Pepsi. This is Coke.
Okay, give us the results.
This is Pepsi. This is Coke. So we all said the same thing.
Yeah, that's what we all said the same thing.
No way.
Oh,
No
God.
way.
Dude, so I think that Diet Pepsi then is better than Diet Coke. Hot take.
Yeah, I did like the second one better.
Yeah.
The second one better? I like the first
No,
one
the
better.
first one.
Watch out Coca-Cola
Yeah, so
because
Diet
Pepsi
Coke-
products is coming for you.
Except they don't have Pepsi Zero.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, I
Pepsi
ordered it
Max?
from Taco Bell.
Really?
I think it is Pepsi Max. I don't think it's Pepsi Zero.
Interesting. Well,
But-
Coke Zero reigns supreme. Still, these were both disgusting.
Yeah.
So,
They were not
Wow.
very good.
I'm not gonna be drinking.
Did you just combine them?
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink it.
I feel like that's a cardinal sin, dude. What?
You're combining.
I
Coke
kind of want to do that now.
Oh.
Just kind of mix it around.
Anyways,
You know?
I'll
Are you gonna
stick
try
to.
it?
Okay, it got worse.
Yeah, well, Caleb, you are about to be the new middle school pastor
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
TRS.
So exciting.
So congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Yeah, just tell us how did you eventually get into this position? Like, you've been at Thomas Road for a while now. You've worked at few different ministries.
Yeah.
So just tell us your pathway.
Yeah. So when I was 15, I developed a relationship with Jesus, and then shortly after that, I felt called into ministry. And at that point, nobody in the Tarpley family had been to college.
Wow.
So I went to my parents, and I was homeschooled, so I didn't have a lot of people advising my educational career.
Mm-hmm.
And I went up to them, and I was like, "Hey, I think that if I'm going to be a pastor, I'm probably going to need like a biblical education."
Yeah.
So we Googled Christian colleges, and the first thing that comes up is Liberty University. And so I decided to do 2 years in St. Louis in community college, and then transferred to the pastoral leadership program in 2017. So I moved to Lynchburg there. Immediately got plugged in with Thomas Road. Super welcoming and super loving as a church. I actually served in senior life ministry.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So
the old people probably loved you.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was so funny is before we have our current senior life pastor, we had a previous guy. And he was my first ministry supervisor at Thomas Road. And I would come to his office, which is actually off-site. And there was one time I came to his office and I was knocking on the door, but he didn't answer for 30 minutes because he was sleeping.
Oh.
And he forgot that he had an intern.
So he was sleeping at work.
Yes. And so,
Dude, I wish.
yeah. And so,
There's a couch right there.
yeah. And so I just really got plugged in with senior life, and I wound up serving at a chapel at a senior living facility, and I preached to old people. And that was how I learned how to preach.
Wow.
And I wasn't looking for an opportunity. I wasn't looking to be like a leader of a chapel. I just wanted to serve, and so that's what I started doing. And then shortly after that, I met our care pastor, Tom Friedis, and he started letting me serve on the altar team. So I started praying for people on Sunday mornings, and then did that for a while. And then I went to seminary at Liberty. So grad school, first Tarpley to get an undergrad degree in pastoral leadership. And then I'm like, all right, well, God's calling me to grad school. So I go to grad school, and I'm like, okay, well, God, what is the next step? What is the next phase of my ministry journey at Thomas Road? So I started serving in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was a life group leader there.
Back in 2020, right?
I think so,
I remember those days.
COVID time, man.
Oh, yeah.
COVID time. And I worked with you in Landon a little bit.
Yeah.
And got to know Jeremy, and Cody wasn't there yet. But served there for about a year. And then I came on staff as our 4th and 5th grade pastor.
Nice.
So I worked with kids ministry for a little over a year and a half. And then I moved to high school and been serving as Cody's assistant pastor for now a year. And then, recently was asked to take the middle school pastor position, which is such an honor. And to have all of my students from elementary now with me in middle school, and to be taking a baton from a faithful man like Jeremy is something that I just never dreamed of would happen when I started serving the old folks way back in 2017. So it's been quite a journey.
Yeah, Jeremy's been the middle school pastor for over 16 years.
Wow.
So to put it in perspective, Jeremy was my middle school pastor.
Wow.
Back over 10 years ago.
That's
I
awesome.
moved here in 2012, and Jeremy was my middle school pastor. So he's been doing it forever, and I'm so grateful for Jeremy, Pastor Jeremy. He's impacted my life so much, poured into me, and thousands of students as well.
Yeah.
But so being able to kind of take the baton, what are some of the things that you've learned throughout not just middle school, not just high school, but all of Thomas Road throughout your time here so far?
Yeah, well, I just found that the most important thing I can ever do is give the gospel to someone.
Amen.
Whether they're saved or unsaved, the gospel is the only thing that is sufficient to change someone's life.
Yeah.
And so that breaks down walls of conflict, that breaks down barriers. And when we remind ourselves what Jesus did for us, it encourages us to bring what he did to other people. And so I just love to build relationships with people, love on them, make them feel seen, because God has made me feel seen with the gospel. And so I just want to encourage people, love on people, and I'm so excited to bring that to middle school as well.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
What are you most excited about now that you're going to be the next middle school pastor?
Yeah, honestly, like truthfully speaking, I'm just excited to hang out with the middle schoolers. They're so
crazy.
much fun. They're amazing. We're going to Orlando this summer, and then we'll literally be gone for about a week, serving a church down there and making a difference in some feeding programs and things like that. And then literally that next day, we're going to get back in Lynchburg. We're going to go to church on that Sunday, and then we're going to TRO that Monday morning.
That's
going to be crazy.
That Sunday is literally my birthday, so we're going to
Really?
Orlando one day back. That's my birthday, and then the day after is
So
TRO.
what are you going to do on your birthday in between Orlando and camp? Are you just sleeping?
No,
or
we get back on Sunday or Saturday morning, so you get like all afternoon, evening to just rest. Sunday, what I did last year, I went all over Lynchburg and get all the free stuff that you can get,
That's
like
so
food
Like
and
Starbucks
Starbucks, Chick-fil-A. Oh, I can't get Chick-fil-A for my birthday because it's on Sunday.
That's major awk.
I know.
Yeah.
Oof.
Do you think
But-
they would make an exception
To just open?
since your birthday is on Saturday and Sunday? Do you think you could get Chick-fil-A on Saturday? Like maybe
I mean, you get it for like a month. So
you get free Chick-fil-A a month?
no. Well, you get something in the app, and it's good for like a month
So you could redeem it Saturday, hypothetically.
or Monday.
Or,
I
but
don't
you'll
know.
You'll be at camp
Yeah, I
on
guess
Monday.
so. No, yeah. I'll probably just hang out, be with my family, and just vibe.
Yeah.
Get ready for
Just vibe, dude.
before I turn the big 2-4.
Wow,
Wow.
that's
I know,
crazy.
23 right
Alexis,
now.
this is a moment for you. Are you coming to TRO Middle School with us this summer?
She wishes.
Yeah, I wish. I have an internship in Georgia.
Wow.
She's actually
I'll be
interning at the
Yeah.
same place I interned at when I did
Oh
my
wow.
internship.
Yeah.
Abilene
That's
That was
awesome.
crazy. I haven't met anybody else that's done it yet, except for you.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
how about
Yeah.
that?
that's great.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
gonna be so much fun for you.
Yep. I think you
But-
guys will have more fun though. TRO.
Facts.
Sounds-
Orlando and then TRO.
Yeah.
Gonna be crazy.
Sign up.
Yes.
Sign up
Wow.
for TRO.
Yep.
Well, I asked you this about a year ago, Caleb, when you first came on. Our
Okay.
staff. If you were a Taylor Swift song, what song would you be?
Oh my goodness.
You probably forget.
I do forget. I think Teardrops on My Guitar would probably be me.
You make girls shed teardrops on their guitars?
No, I shed tears on my guitar because of
Girls.
girls, yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Hashtag sad boy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't play guitar, so
Hey, you can learn.
hey, I
I
could.
learned how to play in 2020
Yeah.
during COVID.
Or it could be we are never getting back together.
Oh.
I feel like I jammed out to that when I was younger.
Or it could be Bad Blood.
Dude, Bad Blood's overrated. I don't like that song. It's just not good.
Okay.
Also, like, I don't know. I feel like we talked about what's overrated, hot takes.
Mhm.
Like,
Is Taylor Swift overrated?
Taylor Swift
She
is
is.
overrated. She is. I'm not saying she's not talented, and I'm not saying she's not like a great performer, but she is actually overrated.
Oof. Some people might you might not be able to show your face anymore.
Dude, I don't
You're
know.
making enemies already.
Wow. The only reason I know who Taylor is because of Travis.
Travis. Okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah. Not actually, but
May as well.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Alexis?
I don't really listen to Taylor Swift because I
Ooh.
think she's overrated.
Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch. Well, I
That's
went to
big.
a Taylor Swift concert, so
Would you, okay, if you were an album, what would you be
She doesn't know
the
any
Taylor
of the
Swift debut
albums.
album?
I
Or
don't-
would you be there's the Lover album, there's
I mean,
the
she started off
Folklore
country.
album.
Probably the country one.
Okay. So Speak Now, is that what that is?
No, that was more of like the early. That was like the first like kind of pop album.
Dude, Taylor Swift's journey's crazy, dude.
I know.
Like, think about it. It's
Yeah,
just
she started
wild.
making music in like 2008. I remember I would
Yeah.
be on like my grandparents' computer and like with was like go on YouTube and listen to her songs. I'm like,
Man.
what in the world am I doing? Man,
Okay.
YouTube back in the day. YouTube back in the day, crazy.
Dude, YouTube was wild when I was a kid.
I loved it.
Oh my word. Wow. Okay. Back on a little more serious topic. We talked about Taylor Swift's crazy journey
Uh-huh.
and like how she's evolved.
Yeah.
You just talked about YouTube's journey. But honestly, like Dave, you have seen the student ministry through a lot of different phases over your lifetime at Thomas Road. You've seen our high school pastor Paul, and then you've seen our high school pastor Cody.
I've seen the old high school pastor Jay before Paul.
Yeah, you've been in different rooms, and we've structured things differently. And where do you think we're going? What do you think God is doing? What is unique in this new season?
That's a good question. I mean, I think we have like our team. Pastor Jeremy's moving out. You're moving in. We're still united, really close. And unity within team leadership is super important. I do practicum. I'm a GSA for experiential learning in churches with practicums.
A GSA, Graduate Student Assistant for
Yes.
Liberty? Okay.
Yeah. One of the papers they have to write is on like team leadership.
Okay.
And so team leadership is so important in the local church. And I see that like we work together as a team. Well, me, you, Caleb, Landon, like our whole team.
Yeah.
We work like a machine.
Yeah,
and
we
so
do.
We work well together. We all have different
Alexis
gifts.
is one of our
Alexis,
interns.
yeah. So being able to see our team grow as we develop more leaders and we develop more students and student leaders, we just want to see growth like over the past year. And so we've seen a heavy emphasis on like discipleship. Like when we first started TRS back in like 2020, we had so many kids that it was kind of hard to keep up with the spiritual temperature because there was so many. It kind of went down a little bit of attendance, but that was a great time to be able to pour into these students and go deeper. But now we want them to be inviting their friends. We want to see 1,000 students show up to TRS. So if God gave us 1,000 students, what would we do? Would we be ready for it? If on a random Wednesday night, 1,000 students show up, would we be ready? And so that's the question. I think we'd be ready. We are fully equipped to be able to lead them. We have great leaders. We have great volunteers to be able to go deep, but also go wide in our ministry.
And I think maybe a better question is, if we reached 1,000 students, are the students of TRS, are they ready for that?
That's a good question.
Dave, you've been instrumental in our student leadership process where we take middle and high school students who come alongside of us as staff and pastors and leaders, really to help shepherd that spiritual temperature that you were talking about. And so like maybe you've been at TRS for a long time, maybe you've been coming, maybe you're new. What do you guys think are some qualities that we as Christ followers need to develop to welcome new people into our youth group who maybe haven't been there before? Like, what do you guys think about that?
Well, I think that, like, as believers, we're called to love each other and love one another, even if someone is different or has some differing views. And I think that if the students really embody that, that would help embrace the welcoming atmosphere.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think one of the main things is awareness. Being aware that, like, hey, there's new students that come to TRS every week. Are you making it a priority that you are welcoming them, or that you're meeting with them, that you're inviting them into your life and with your group of friends so that they're feeling welcome and that they want to come back? And if it's a student that does it, they are 10 times more likely to come back rather than if it's just a leader, because they're the same age as these students. They're friends. They go to the same school. So if students are welcoming their friends and welcoming new people that come to our ministry, they're not going to be afraid. They're not going to they might be a little bit like nervous and stuff, but being with people that love on you, that welcome you, that make you feel valued,
Yeah.
helps out so much. And then when you see that, it'll just like more and more and more people will come.
Yeah.
If it's just multiplication, if one person brought one person a week, you double. You
Right.
double every single week. So you say you have like 50, and those 50 people bring one friend each. It's 100, and then 200, then 400, then 800. So, math, just simple math. But
Yeah.
being able to see growth in our ministry,
Yeah.
not just spiritually like deep, but also being able to reach all of Lynchburg, all of our surrounding counties, because there's thousands of students, it's thousands of middle schoolers and high schoolers in our area that need the gospel. And so being able to invite them out, being able to know that, hey, they're coming into an environment where, hey, they can get a meal, they can know leaders, and they can have a group of friends, but most importantly, they can hear the gospel of Jesus Christ, so that they can have a saving relationship with Jesus and have a peace with God and reconciliation.
Yeah, because it's not about just getting to 1,000 numbers.
Yeah.
So that we can say, oh, we have 1,000 students that go to our youth group. Like that's actually worthless in the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to 1,000 students because that means our ministry's reach is a lot larger, and we see our students to become leaders. We can't do this without them.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus, he ate with sinners and he spent time. Jesus only was ministering for 3 years of his life. And he spent a lot of time in that 3 years with sinners and with people who thought differently than him, people who believed differently than him. And so I think practically for us, like every Wednesday night, we have food. You know, it's either pizza or biscuits and gravy, which I'm still standing on, was so good.
They were good.
And I just think, you know, for our students, it would be important to find somebody new at TRS and say, hey,
They wear a yellow wristband.
Yeah. Yep. They wear a yellow wristband. Find someone with a yellow wristband and say, hey, will you eat biscuits and gravy with me tonight? And will you tell me your story? And will you tell me what you're interested in? And can we maybe play ping pong together or 9 square together or go to the arts and crafts table together and invite them into your friend group, but also eating with unbelievers at your school and finding new people at your school and inviting them into Bible study. We have a Brookville Middle School Bible club that meets every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Finding those opportunities as a student and bringing people in is the only way that we're going to reach Lynchburg as a ministry. And I think it's really important.
Every number has a name. And so it's not the number that is important. It's the name of that student that is important, because that name is loved, is valued, and Jesus died for that student. And so being able to know, hey, we're not worried about like, oh, we want 1,000 numbers. No, we want 1,000 names that can know the name of Jesus.
Yeah. We want 1,000 new names written in the book of life of heaven. And we're going to do everything in our power, short of sin, to reach students for Jesus. So it's an exciting time, I think, as we look forward into the future. You know, Pastor Cody has been my boss for the last year, serving in high school, and it's really cool now to be his partner in student ministry, to lead our team and to move forward into what God has for us. So we're going to do everything we can.
Well, hey, thank you so much for coming out and being on the podcast with us. We really enjoyed getting to hear from you and hear about TRS and all the exciting thing happening. I think Dave has a hot take for us before we head out.
It's a hot take in the form of a question.
Okay.
Does a straw have 1 or 2 holes?
1.
Oh.
What is your view?
I asked you. It's a hot take.
Well, can I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
What defines a hole?
Oh, wow.
So is a hole in
it's so philosophical,
so
these questions.
Is a hole in a tunnel the same thing? Because if it is, then I would say there's 1 hole in a straw. But if holes are more like doorways or gateways into the
my.
tunnel, then I would say there are 2 holes.
I never even thought about this. So if you're driving in a tunnel, is it 1 hole? Or is it 2?
Well, I'd say there was 2 holes and a tunnel in the middle.
Okay.
So holes are like doors.
Okay. Yeah. So then, do you have the answer for that then?
I would say, based on that definition, a straw has 2 holes.
Yes. A straw has 2 holes. Because like literally, it's
Because
the
the 2
circles
circles,
at the end,
and then there's the...
empty space. But if you close one, like it's still 2 holes.
Hey, it's not about the beginning or the end. It's about the journey. I'm just kidding. Oh, man.
Well,
Me and Taylor Swift are actually going on tour. We're going to write songs
it.
and philosophies, and
Hey.
it's going to be crazy.
do it. Well, hey guys, thank you guys so much for coming out. I really enjoy being able to talk to you guys every week. Caleb, I talk to you like every single day. We're the Coke Zero boys.
We are.
It's a blast. Alexis, we're the Abilene people. Well, but thank you guys for listening. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. New podcasts come out every single week at 7 p.m. on Thursdays. So make sure you share us on your social media. Write us any questions, any comments, or anything. Maybe any ideas that you want us to talk about. So, all right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. See ya.
Bye.